Look at a patch of seemingly empty sky, and you are staring past billions of stars into a void holding upwards of 2 trillion galaxies. The observable universe contains roughly a septillion stars. Even if a microscopic fraction of those host habitable planets, and a fraction of those develop simple biology, the sheer math dictates that thousands of advanced civilizations should exist right now. By all statistical logic, our telescopes should be overwhelmed. We should be detecting errant radio transmissions, atmospheric pollutants, or massive artificial structures orbiting distant suns. The numbers insist that we are sitting in a crowded, incredibly noisy cosmos. But when we actually turn our instruments outward, the reality we observe is incredibly jarring. There is a terrifying disconnect between the mathematical certainty of extraterrestrial life and the violent, absolute silence of the actual night sky. In the summer of 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi articulated this contradiction so clearly that it now bears his name, the Fermi Paradox. It forces us to ask one haunting question. If the universe is vast and the ingredients for life are common, where is everyone? The absence of life suggests a barrier to survival that may apply to us as well. If the universe consistently fails to produce long-lasting life, our own future starts to look like an existential gamble. To reconcile the math, scientists propose the Great Filter. It is an insurmountable barrier stopping developing civilizations from advancing to interstellar travel. We know this barrier must exist, but does humanity sit to the left or the right of that wall? Pinpointing exactly where we stand on this timeline is the ultimate question of human survival. Let's explore the first possibility. The Great Filter is a hurdle humanity has already cleared. It is incredibly difficult for single-celled organisms to evolve the internal structures required for advanced life. This biological leap is statistically near impossible. If this early biological transition is the filter, then humanity is essentially a cosmic lottery winner. It means the conditions required to spark intelligent life almost never align. If the barrier is behind us, we are incredibly lucky. We survived the hardest part, but it guarantees we are navigating a universe where we are profoundly alone. Then there is the terrifying alternative. What if intelligent life is actually quite common and the Great Filter is still ahead of us? In this scenario, species routinely evolve, build societies, and invent technology, but reaching a certain technological threshold inevitably creates self-made threats that advanced civilizations simply cannot survive. The first existential threat is usually weaponry. Splitting the atom offers immense energy, but brings the fatal risk of catastrophic global nuclear war. If a species manages to survive its own bombs, it develops complex computational networks, running the risk of triggering the sudden emergence of hyper-advanced, uncontrollable artificial intelligence. Underlying all of this is the relentless exhaustion of ecological resources. An advanced society pushes its home planet until it collapses into a barren wasteland. If the filter lies ahead, the conclusion is bleak. Advanced life does not conquer the stars. It inevitably and universally destroys itself before leaving home. Humanity is currently navigating its technological adolescence. We've stockpiled atomic weapons, rushed to code neural networks, and rapidly drained our resources. We are dangerously close to creating these exact threats. Which brings us back to the timeline dilemma. Are we the rare survivors of an ancient past, or just the next victims of our own future? Depending on the answer, the night sky is either a vast, unpopulated nursery waiting for us to grow up, or it is a cosmic graveyard. The silence of the cosmos highlights the extreme fragility of technological life. It serves as a stark reminder that across billions of years, civilizations may simply be unable to survive their own progress. Survival requires us to navigate our own inventions with extreme caution. If you want to explore more of these existential mysteries, make sure to subscribe.